Yes, thank you so much. So we have another speaker in the house, and this speaker, let me pin her to the top. All right, and this speaker is Trina Gunzel. Is that how I pronounce your name? So she's the speaker.
Yes, it is. Trina Gunzel.
Yes,
Hello.
amazing. Hello, welcome. The author, the business owner, and she has been running her own consulting business for 25 years. 25 years. What an amazing result, right? So she has also created Women in Power events and elite retreats, and she traveled full time with family to most of the 50 states and twice to Europe, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because I think that's what we all want to do. We want to be able to travel and live wherever we want to live and make money and work from wherever we want to do it, right? So your today's topic is actually amplifying abundance through themes. So Trina, welcome to the stage. I'm so happy and so excited to see you here. And please, stage is yours. Take it from here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and whatever you want to present to the audience.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I love to use this little visual because you guys are going to learn about lots of different things we love, and it's just a fun attention grabber too, but I'm going to talk to you more about why I include this as we go. As you said, my name is Trina Gunzel, and I'm so happy that you invited me to be a part of the summit. Thank you so much. I love being able to help families have more time and location freedom where you can literally work anywhere with a cell signal. And so today, when I'm talking about and teaching you with amplifying abundance through the use of themes, I want to make this interactive for you. So hopefully you brought like a notebook and a pen so that you can get some benefit out of this, because I never want to waste your time and I want to make this very valuable to you. So let me know in the comments, when you think about themes, let me know what is a theme that excites you. And I want to just get you in this mindset around themes, because I want you to have some takeaways today you can directly go and implement in your business that make it vibrant and fun and alive and really open up some more of your abundance flows. So you might have a theme to your bathroom. Like I used to, one of our houses, it was always lighthouses. And then maybe you think of a theme that you have for one of your Facebook groups. One of mine, I have a group that's called Amplifying Abundance for Action Takers, and the whole thing has an ocean theme. And so it's very interactive. Our clients love it. New people who come in, we always do an ocean wave. So that makes it really fun. So do you currently have any kind of theme in your business or Facebook group? And if you do, go ahead and put it in the comments. It's kind of fun to see what other people do. One of my friends has a huge unicorn theme in her group, and so everybody who resonates with that idea comes in, and it's just a different way to set you apart. Okay. One of the things that, thank you, Carolina, for that introduction. She shared, I did tour full time with my family for 3 years to most of the 50 states and Europe twice, because I wanted to prove to people that you don't have to compromise yourself or your family for your business. Okay. That you really can work anywhere with a cell phone signal. And by helping people create their own high paying consulting business, they're able to do that too. And it literally can be based off of your current skills or talents. So one of the things we're going to do as we go through this workshop today is I'm going to teach you 14 streams of income. Would you like to learn that? Would you like how many streams of income? Okay, good. This is how we really get to that level of abundance where if you want to go on a trip with your family, Marty's saying, yes, that's right. Yeah, the more streams of income we can have, right? This is exciting. Wow, cool. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad I picked the topic you guys are excited about. What I want to challenge you to do, though, is I'm going to teach you how to have these 14 streams of income without taking up a lot more of your time. Does that sound good? Okay, because I'm not talking about sending you in 14 different directions that don't make sense. This is why I really want to explain and develop this idea of a theme with you today. And so how can you make this applicable to you? I'm going to go through each of these themes, and I want you to kind of think about, is there something you're doing right now? Maybe you're a health coach, or maybe you're somebody who teaches how to run your own daycare. Maybe you know an amazing recipe and you're actually a really great chef. Okay. Everybody who's excited about this, think about for you, what is something you could easily talk about for an hour? Okay. That it's no brainer. If I call you up tomorrow and I say, hey, I'm going to feature you as a Women in Power speaker, what's a topic you could speak about for an hour? That would be a great place to put in a theme. Okay. Whatever it is. So if you have an idea of something you could talk about easily for an hour, let us know in the comments, because then you're just going to be able to personalize this experience a little bit more. Okay. So if you're taking notes on this, for these 14 streams of income to amplify abundance through themes, the number one, they're in no particular order, okay? But one thing you can do for a stream of income is have a book, okay? Whether you decide to make a PDF, so it's a simple downloadable book, whether you decide that you actually want to publish, for those of you who are curious about that, I have 5 published books. This book I never wanted to write. Can't Diabetes, the highs and lows of raising a type 1 diabetic child. It's Diabetes Awareness Month here in the US. And so my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and went in a coma when he was 4 years old. And my life, I felt like the floor literally fell out underneath me. I didn't want to write this book. I was really sad. I didn't understand, what did I do wrong? Why did my little boy get this? It wasn't fun. You guys, I'm a person who was afraid of blood and needles. And now I had to give my baby finger pokes and, dose him with insulin so he could just live. So going through this journey, which by the way, my son is 18 now and he's amazing and he's healthy and he's serving a mission. I wrote this book to help myself through the grief aspect of it, because I had a path and plan for my life. And then it took this massive shift. Have you guys had that happen? Like you're going along, trucking, everything's great. And then boom, something happens and your life takes this completely different trajectory. I love to work with people like that because everybody has a story. And if you can take that story and turn it into a success story or a victory and find the blessings from that challenge, you can help a lot of people. So because I decided to be courageous and write this book, so there's one stream of income, right? This has been used by endocrinologist teams to train their staff so they have compassion and they know what it's really like for type 1 diabetic families. I have people who go through and they read this book and they do it as a Bible study because there are specific things you could work through as a team. I have people who have friends with type 1 diabetes and they want to understand. So this is a great stream of income, not because I sell tons of them, but because the people who buy them end up buying into my higher level programs to start their own business. They come to retreats, and a book gives you massive credibility as an authority. Okay. I have 5 published books. Some are traditionally published with traditional publishing houses. Some are self-published, assisted publishing, and then just even simple PDFs you can buy online. That gives a place and space where when you have events or people want to get to know you, they research Trina Gunzel books on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, and you'll see 5 of my different books. So anyone who thinks about wanting to write a book, right, would go, okay, that person knows. It gives you that instant credibility. So a book, that's an option you could create around your theme. So maybe could you think about right now and put in the comments, what is something that you know that you could write about? Maybe you journal about it a little bit each day, and suddenly you decide, wow, I actually have some content here I could publish, whether it's in a magazine or you submit it to a group and they share it. You could publish in a blog. All of those things would be ways to generate income. That's just one source. Okay. All right. Number 2, a virtual training, just like this. And you guys, the reason I bring props and I love to do things, if you ever come to any of my trainings, I always have props because people get distracted. And I would love to be with you in person, but I guarantee if you guys type into the comments, where are you located right now? We're probably all over the globe, right? I'm in Branson, Missouri. And how cool is it? Wow. Okay. The UK, London. This is amazing. And how cool is it that Heidi and Carolina brought us all together? Florida, Bulgaria, we all get together in a space. UK, Amsterdam. This is awesome. We can all be together here in a virtual training and we didn't have to go anywhere. How much money did we save on plane tickets and hotel? Right? If we get together, my retreats are $5,000 to come out to Branson and it's all inclusive, but just the travel. We get to do this for free. And so if you can put together a virtual training, whether it's for your Facebook group or for your clients or get together with friends, you can offer a lot of value and help people. And if you have something signature, like for me, my brand is all about heart, right? I work with heart-centered entrepreneurs. I love being able to help people who want to impact bigger causes, and just having something people can look at. They're always like, I'm the sparkle girl. Like people connect with something. What is your brand? I'm all about the sparkle. I want to lighten and brighten things up. I want to help people. And so if you're ever on my Legacy and Legends podcast, anytime we have something in agreement, I put up a heart, or I'll use this, and it keeps people engaged, right? So think, how can you bring in some kind of visual into your trainings that will keep people engaged and have something to look at that is related to your brand? Okay. If your brand is you, or for example, one of my clients, Jenny Rainey Edwards, she published this book, Bumping Down Highways. Her whole motorhome, she toured most of the 50 states in a huge RV by herself as a woman. So she's getting ready to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Her whole motorhome is wrapped with like these bright pink flamingos. That's part of her brand. She was from Florida. When she travels, maybe someone in Florida has seen her before, but her brand was like this bright pink flamingo. And you're not going to forget her, right? Like every time I see a flamingo now, I think of Jenny Rainey Edwards. So is there something that you could bring in as part of your brand you could relate and pull into a virtual training? Okay. So virtual trainings, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars off virtual trainings by simple, even with less than 20 people, because if you have a great offer, you can always weave that into your training, right? Maybe you teach specific points. They see that you're a real human, you offer value and serve people, and then leave it up to them. If they want to take action and work with you, make sure you have an offer included in your training, included in your book. Okay, if you're going to publish a book, make sure you put a link to your courses or a way they can put in their email to get on your list. Otherwise, Amazon gets all the credit, right? You don't get to capture who buys your book, but if you make it where they can type in their email and get a free resource or downloadable, then they're joining your community. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's two. My third way is one of my favorite ways to generate income and abundance. And you guys know, because for 25 years, I've been doing this, consulting. Okay. My background is in education. I got my first degree in elementary education with bilingual Spanish and English as a second language. And then my second degree is a master's in educational leadership. Right out of college, my very first job teaching, my contract was for less than $20,000. Does that make sense? You go to school, a lot of people go and get degrees, some don't. You don't have to have a degree to become a consultant, okay? Consulting, how is this different than coaching? A lot of people for consulting, they expect you to come in with a higher level of mastery on your topic. And most people, if they're CEOs or running companies and they're 40 and up, okay, a lot of these like 60-year-old like CEOs of companies will bring in consultants because they expect us to teach at a different level, to train their companies, to bring in resources. So my very first consulting job, I was recruited by a professor where he saw the results of my students and he said, will you come train this district? I'll pay you $800 to speak for 15 minutes. We will drive you there, feed you lunch, and all you have to do is present to a group after in a half-hour setting. For $800, I was like, I didn't even make that in 2 weeks teaching you guys full time. So I was like, wow, there's something to this consulting thing. So the whole time I had my 9-to-5 job, my teaching job for 10 years, I was always consulting on the side. Okay. One district paid me $14,000 to come train their staff of 80 people for a Friday night and a Saturday because I had very specific content I was teaching them to get a certification. So I've worked at the State Department level, but as an independent consultant, you can consult on any theme you wish. So say you want to be a diving consultant because you love diving. Maybe you're really great at making certain recipes and you can teach people how to, cook and be able to feed their family healthy at home. You could consult on that. Okay. Maybe you're somebody who used to work in a corporate job. And so you have amazing skills with human resources or organizing. You could have your own consulting stream of income where you're organizing your thoughts. Maybe you take them through a certain process or you help with the specific needs they need. And they'll pay you minimum of $100 an hour up to even $5,000 an hour, depending what your background is. Okay. If that sounds unrealistic to you, I want to work on your abundance mindset. There's a whole thing we can do on that because you guys, it's possible. I do it and I'm happy to help you. Okay. This is possible. And I want to just open you up to dreaming a bit more today, to really seeing what is possible. And I want to speak love and light over who you are and what you're capable of. So some of the things I might share with you might blow you out a bit because you might be like, what do you mean? Like, I honestly have sold $1 million package to one client. So if that's like, whoa, I've also sold a $7 package to a client. And you know what? I celebrate them both. Like Heidi said, why don't I do a happy dance for both? Look, we're helping people, right? Sometimes we're going to do a bigger impact and a big boof moment. And other times we're going to have these little heartbeat moments in our business, right? Where it's just pumping that lifeblood is helping more people. So we know everybody can't afford $1 million offer, but everybody can probably afford a $7 offer. Okay. And then we range from there based on how much value you're packing in there, right? So the fourth one I want to share with you is retreats. Is anybody in this group, have you ever thought about having your own retreat, either in person or virtually? Usually different people light up. All right, Heidi, Carolyn, based on what things you're excited about. Yeah, okay, Renee, people are excited about this. So you can do virtual retreats and you can also do in-person retreats. If any of you get a chance and you want to come out to our Women in Power retreat, it is March 30th through April 2nd, right here in Branson, Missouri. And you can reach out and ask me. We have one of these big in-person retreats where it's all inclusive, VIP, super fun every spring. But in the fall, I always plan a virtual retreat because then even if people can't afford to fly out, we get to serve people all around the globe. So I have, as you're thinking of these themes, okay, I want you to think about a place and space virtually that you could create where people could come to. And then if you want to have an in-person retreat, I have resources and things like that to help you guys because it is a lot to kind of navigate the place and space and all the logistics with people, but I have done them very successfully and generated over $50,000 with less than 12 people at a retreat. So there's like the art of helping people where they can get mentoring time with you. You can sell extra packages, but the retreat itself is all inclusive and you don't sell at the retreat. The only thing I did was if they wanted to invest in their package for the next year to secure their spot, I did let them purchase that ahead of time. And that was cool, right? Because then you already have the funding for the whole next retreat. You can purchase your retreat house, you can pay for the food. So there's a little inside tip to help you if you want to do in-person retreats. Yeah, people are excited about that. Some of you like going to retreats also, and other ones want to host them. Very cool. Awesome. So if you are curious or have questions on that, reach out to me. You guys are welcome to Facebook message me. I'm a real person. I love helping people one-to-one and answering your specific questions. And I think there's even time for that at the end, right, Heidi? So that will be cool. Awesome. So one of the things about the retreat piece is create a place and space. It can be virtually, and you can open a group just for that purpose of a virtual retreat, maybe an hour once a day over 3 days. That's a format that works really nice. And then you could have a VIP upgrade where maybe they stay for an extra hour where you do some bonus coaching. Those are really fun to put in a theme format. So maybe you want a beach retreat and you want to do it virtually. There's cool backgrounds you can add. I like to use Google Meet, and I know in Zoom as well, you can add backgrounds where we could literally look like we're all at the beach, right? I think it's really fun too, if you have virtual retreat packages, to mail something to your clients where they all get to open online at the same time. That's a neat way to make it a hands-on experience. With my clients, we do these really fun picture power boxes. One of my clients, aren't these super cute? One of my clients in our Women in Power group, her name is Cassidy Tuttle, and she's a blogging specialist for succulents and sunshine. But she makes these custom, I call them my sunshine boxes, because then we go through and we get to label, they say smile, grow, you happy. You can customize the words on this to help match the intention of your goals for people who are really excited about manifesting things. But you could have a custom gift like that, or something they get to do together. Like maybe your theme is all around ladybugs and all the positivity and you paint rocks, just think outside the box. You can make it fun and interactive. Some people tend to freeze on camera just because it's virtual. Treat it just like you're together in person. I like to do tea parties with my clients and we get together. Wouldn't a tea party virtual event be fun? Where we all get to make tea and maybe we share recipes, and yeah, you can include it with an inspirational Bible study, something like that. So that's your fourth one. You guys loving this? Are you getting some good ideas? Good. Thanks for having me. Okay, great. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, number 5, workshops. So hopefully for those of you who are just joining us, we're going through 14 streams of income for abundance. So we had number 1, books, 2, virtual training, 3, consulting, 4, retreats, and this is number 5, workshops. So how is a workshop a little bit different? I like running workshops because for this stream of income, anytime you have a big idea, and if you don't already, maybe you have a big idea notebook, or maybe you keep this, in an ongoing tab in your Google Docs so that you can get your workshop ideas down, and maybe think about over the course of a year, you could run a workshop a month. Maybe you want to run a workshop each quarter so you get time to market it, right? And let people know. But workshops are really fun because this is a lower ticket price point, so people can get a taste of what it's like working for you or with you, right? So, everyone talks about if they can know, like, and trust you. All right. People who invest in my higher ticket packages, when I'm telling you I'm selling like 20K packages, 50, 100K, I have a lot of entry level packages first. So $7, $20, $50, $100, $500. When people get a chance to work with you at a lower price point, and for a workshop, like $20. Okay, $20 is such a super entry level, no brainer price point that most people will try it out. So, like when I've taught this, I teach a workshop. I'll teach you how to make 14 streams of income. People jumped on it. I called it fast flows. And I just asked, would you like me to teach you 14 streams of income so that you can have maximum abundance? Yes, yes, yes. I literally had people message me fast flows if they wanted to be in the workshop, and they Venmoed me $20. This is the low tech option. If you don't have all the fancy funnels, don't worry. I want you to know and feel comfortable right now. You can make money even if you don't have all the fancy tech. Like, we do that. I'm married to a tech guru, so he helps me. Anytime I want a funnel, like, it's nice to have a husband who helps me create all of my dreams, right? But maybe that's not your situation right now. If you want, you can work with us and we'll help make that reality for you. Okay. But if this simple way, it just works. So you can ask people, how could they pay you? Like, this is a big deal. When I notice people struggle with abundance flows, tell me right now in the comments, do you have a way that people can pay you? Because if you don't, that's going to lock up your abundance flows, right? So I like to help people see, maybe it's PayPal, maybe it's Stripe, maybe it's, what do you have? Zelle, maybe it's Venmo business, right? Maybe it's old fashioned. I had somebody, she just refused to use credit card. She asked me, can I mail you a check in the mail? I'm like, yes, you can mail me a check for $20. Like, I like to say yes. And the more ways you can say yes, instead of limiting abundance, it opens these abundance flows for you. Okay. It's like the ocean, the give and receive, right? So you make an offer. Hey, would you like to be a part of this? They pay you. And then you can decide, where can you host this? You could create a Facebook group just for that event, like Heidi and Carolina did for this, right? You could have an event group just for the workshop. And around this theme idea, maybe you want to run a workshop for healthy habits to lose the holiday weight, right? That would be a really cool workshop, because right now, how many people have eaten pie and cookies and now we're kind of like, okay, right? I would love it if somebody does a workshop like that. You better ask me if I can be in it. Someone else, maybe you want to run a workshop on how to organize your decorations. How many people now they have new decorations. Where do we put this stuff? Maybe you want to teach people how they can organize their day for most efficient workflow, right? I literally teach a little workshop because I run a 2-hour workday. I do. I have kids. I homeschool them. I manage a farm. Like, we like to travel. You guys have heard that about our background. So I wanted to be fully in integrity and aligned with when I'm telling someone they can break 6 figures with less than, 20 clients on a 2-hour workday. I practice what I preach. So you could run a workshop based on whatever theme you want and charge people between $20 and $100, depending what the content is for your workshop. I've found that, if I do it for free, sometimes people don't come. But if I have them pay like $20, they show up. So just work with that and see what works for your audience. Another one that works really well for helping have income streams, and I'm kind of giving you guys some of my best stuff here. So I hope you're taking notes, and you're super awesome if you showed up to this workshop, because I know how to make money and it's fun. I didn't come from money, but because my dad was in a tractor accident when I was 13, and I made my family's like a house payment for my family when I was 15, because I was a bus girl and I would waitress and help. Um, I respect and understand the work it takes to make money. And I also love being in abundance so I can help more people. So one of the ways that you can generate income by helping people is through prizes. Okay. So when I do a virtual event or retreats, or I make offers, I love to offer prizes in my groups. If you guys aren't in my women in business group, I have a women in business. It's learning how to do startup to scaling over 6 figures. And a lot of times I'll just say, hey, comment down below where you live, where you're located in the world, for a chance to be entered for a prize. And people love it. We should just do one right here. Okay, in the comments, if you tell me tell me your favorite dream vacation spot in the comments to be entered for a prize. Okay, you could do the same thing. I'm literally going to give a prize if you guys enter in the comments. So you guys put it, ooh, Maldives, cool. Okay, you go through, and when you put this post in your Facebook group or on your page, everybody who comments on there, you can give them a prize, or you could enter them for a prize. So it looks like, who said that Maldives? Is that Marty? Bali? Okay. A warm beach? Okay. So everybody who commented on there, I'm going to gift you guys a half-hour success planning call with me. And so you can literally schedule it with me. Just reach out and I'll send you my link. Trina Gunzel is my personal Facebook page, but you can do that. Do it in your group. And when you give them a prize and you get on a call, I feel really, you guys picked awesome places. Orm Beach, Myrtle Beach, the Netherlands. Hey, I've been to the Netherlands. We went there with our family to see the tulips and did one of those long ships. That was so fun. Bora Bora, awesome. So you guys are all winners. Everybody right there. If you take me up on it and message me, you get a half-hour success planning call with me. And we're going to come up with a cool plan for you to help you see how you can have a new stream of income that works. Okay. So yeah, you're welcome. I'm here to help. Seriously, I mean it. Okay. So when you have these calls with people, some call them discovery calls. I like to call them success planning calls. When you get on a call and you give them a prize, you're getting a chance to talk to a real human. Okay. These are real humans with real problems and needs. And I feel very aligned and ethical saying, if you know there's a way you can help that person, when you get to know them better and what they need, make them an offer. Because if you feel like you can help them and you have an actual solution to their problem, help them or refer them to somebody who can. Okay. And I'll give you a perfect example. I have a client right now and she had a specific need. Well, one of my other clients in my community offers that solution. And so I connected them in a 3-way message so they can work together because they are perfect referral people. One of them, she teaches a relationship course where it's called Ignite the Light, and she helps women to ignite that inner spark so they can improve their relationships. Well, my other client is a physical therapist who actually works with women who have issues like bladder incontinence and they struggle with intimacy because of trauma. She's a physical therapist for that. They're perfect referral partners. See, so I know them because I'm their business consultant and I help them create their custom program, that they will have perfect referral relationships to send each other clients. See, more abundance. It works. And so those prizes give you some insight to who these people are. And then you can either refer them or you can make them an offer to something that you have that works. Okay. The seventh, okay, 7, you're already on 7 different income streams. And a lot of these, some are more time intensive than others, but I think you guys can all agree, none of this is a 9 to 5, right? If you want to do a retreat for 1 hour a day, you might spend an hour, once a day marketing it before, but this is not, a time intensive piece. It's an hour here, an hour there. The biggest time intensive thing I do is when I do my in-person retreats because it's 4 full days and I'll put a day on the end of each. So I end up having like 6 days and that's once a year, but it's so fun and it's max abundance, max fun and max amazing people. So it's worth it to me because it's like a paid vacation too at home, right? But affiliate payments is really fun. Is anybody in the group already an affiliate for somebody else's business? Do you do affiliate marketing at all? Thank you. You love my energy and ideas. I love you guys too. This is a really fun group. I love your interaction. Thank you. So some people get excited and other people are like, I don't know what affiliate marketing is. Okay. I didn't really get it either until I found a couple companies and I was like, I love this product. I want other people to know about it. And so I just share it. One of the things you not sure. Okay. So I'm happy to share about this a little bit more. So a lot of programs or companies, maybe there is a specific product you use. Like we use ClickFunnels as part of our online funnel and automation, and we host our business there. So a lot of times when my clients decide they're ready to automate their business, we signed up as affiliates for ClickFunnels so that if my clients are going to automate anyway, once they have a proven product and program and it's ready, now they want to add like, how do they capture an email, right? How do they have their website up and running? Or where do they host their program so other people can purchase it and they can be making money while they sleep? Because my clients are going to use that anyway, and it's what we use, we signed up as affiliates for ClickFunnels so that when my higher ticket clients come in, we can sign them up under ClickFunnels and we let them know, hey, we're going to also get some commission on this, but my clients are using it anyway. So you might think, are there products that you already use anyway that you love that you could literally connect with the owner of that business and ask, hey, do you have an affiliate program? Maybe Calendly, I really like that. I've heard Boss Mom, some of these automatic scheduling programs online, right? You might see, do they have an affiliate program where they will pay you to refer clients to them, right? We added an affiliate partnership to our business because we have 100% client success rate. So our clients are like, we love this. When people want to start a business, we want to be able to refer them to you. And we're like, great, we'd love to pay you for referring. I'd rather pay my clients than paying for ads. And so they actually get paid. If people sign up on their link, they're getting a commission, which is really awesome based on, if they refer people, they get paid. So that's kind of how it works. People said we pay commission to partners who help us make a sale. Exactly. That's how it works, Pavlina. I've done with legal memberships as I've been referring them left and right. Yeah, it works so great. So one of the best ways I like to recommend using referrals is if it's a product you love anyway, and you find yourself sharing it with others, why not talk to the owner of that company and see if they'll pay you because you're already referring them, right? And then it's really nice because it's as simple as sharing it and you'll get paid commission on that link. That's really easy if you're somebody in the space of, I'm just trying to start out. I'm not even sure about having a business, but I want to get some income coming. That's a really nice additional income stream. Okay, this one, don't cringe or throw rocks, but I'm going to address it because some people love this. MLM or network marketing. Okay, don't throw rocks at me. Like you may or may not, some already put Avon, right? Maybe, I literally drink a specific drink for energy that I love. So I'd like to share that. Some people love it. MLM or network marketing. If there's something again that you like to use, for one example, essential oils. I have a client, she loves essential oils and she is someone who works in the wellness space. So all of her coaching programs and consulting is under health and wellness. So it makes sense for her that she has specific essential oils that go along with getting the body to feel better, right? Or think better or heal after surgery. And so it makes sense for her that while she's loving these oils, she got us to buy some too for my husband after his surgery and, when you're not feeling well. So it's nice to have another income stream in your pocket like that is a product you don't necessarily have to create, but it works. Like my entrepreneurs, I love them to take these specific vitamins because ladies, how much of you, I know for me, I'm 46 right now. So I was always freezing before, but now, I'm getting hot flashes and I'm trying to keep my mood always dialed in so I can do my best. Let's just be real here, right? It happens. Has anyone had like the emotional roller coaster since they were 13, maybe once a month, kind of that gift we don't always want? Yeah, I get it. So being completely honest, right? I have some vitamins that help me. I have some vitamins that help me stay more in check so my mood can be managed. Because if I can't manage my mood, it's probably going to show up in my business, right? Like my husband has a saying, it's like people don't have business problems, they have personal problems that show up in their business. So the more we can help people keep it together, like the more consistent days we can have to keep momentum going up. If there's some kind of vitamin or drink you're using, or, your food or supplements that you use, how cool is it that you could share it with other people so they can get those same results? I'm just saying, if you're struggling with mood and hot flashes, reach out to me. Like, there's something that I found that works. So whatever you guys have, it's something you could think about. And there may be somebody right here in this group who has something that's awesome you could reach out to and become, have that network marketing income. I don't always even share it, but I do have it in the background that if someone needs it, I can send it and then they get commission. Okay. So it's something you could look at. That's an 8th stream of income. Just if you're wanting like max abundance here, right? Because who doesn't? Do we love money? Do we want to be able to help people? That's how I feel. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying love of money and not people. Okay. If we look at the biblical piece of that, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying worship money, but if I had enough money, I could cure type 1 diabetes. And that is a real goal I have. And so if I had enough money, I could start the orphanage I want to have, where everybody gets to have clothes and be loved like family and treated kindly and help, So it's exchange. And if we can exchange in abundance, right, then a lot more doors open. So don't be fearful of being able to generate income. If you feel bad, if there's any part of you that feels bad about like charging people, or you don't feel worthy of it, that's somebody else's story. And we can have an abundance breakthrough session on that. That's not the real you. Okay. Because when you were a little kid, you felt totally fine asking for stuff until someone made you feel like it was a bad thing. Right. That's like a shame thing. And we can get rid of that, because that's not your story. You get to create a new story. All right. 9th one, seminars. And what a perfect example here, Heidi and Carolina, right? You can have seminars. Seminars are really fun. And you can either get together with like a power group of other women or men or anybody you want to have together in your group. You can lead it yourself, or like, this was really fun. I lead a lot of them, but it was really fun to be invited to be a guest in someone else's summit, seminar, all those things. I kind of lump together seminar and summit because to me it's like, or we can just say 15 streams of income. But if you want to link summit and seminar, right, this is another way. It's similar to this. You're going to have a topic or theme that you pick. I picked abundance for this one, right? So that we could open those flows, invite people, invite them to bring a friend. If every speaker invited 10 people, it blows up a group pretty quick. So that's a fun way to encourage people to come in. And then they can learn about more. Of course, make offers. Like, they're coming in, they're seeing people would know, like, and trust you. I bet some of you would be sad if I wasn't like, yeah, reach out or download this, or, hey, you want more information? Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to continue that relationship if you connect with somebody? That's how I feel. Anyway, so for a seminar, a great way, if you're a speaker, and maybe you want to just look at this from the stage too, if you're a speaker and you get to come in and offer something, sometimes people will let you make a paid offer, some won't. If you just get to share, it's really cool to just let people know, hey, if you want to connect with me, you can find me on Facebook. You could literally have your QR code for your Instagram where they could scan it. That's one of the funnest ones I've ever done, by the way, is I had my QR code. Someone said, hey, can I Venmo you right now $100 to be in your mentoring? I put it up, she scanned it and paid me on Venmo. And I was like, this is just cool. Like, isn't technology fun that we can literally make exchange happen that fast? So seminar, get organized, bring your energy, speak on a topic, share something that really helps people, and encourage them to take notes, because like, you guys are looking for 14 points here. So they're sticking with me, right? If you have some specific points, people will stay engaged because they want all the data. So you're up to number 9. Congratulations on seminars. That's another way to make income. All right, number 10. And you guys let me know, am I okay on time still? I kind of get excited. Okay, number 10, for coaching. Now, I want to speak some life and light into this word coaching. By this point, we have all had coaches, probably. Thank you for the feedback. We've all had coaching in some way, okay? Whether it was volleyball and it was that mean coach who cut you from the team, or right, or maybe it was somebody that you loved as a coach because they helped you. They knew what you needed and they pushed you enough that it pushed you across the finish line, right? Why did I love being a catcher in softball? my coach pushed me, but I loved it. I would have kept playing if I wouldn't have personally, like I dislocated my collarbone. So that wasn't really fun. But my coach knew what I needed and pushed me. So I got to have results and I got to play and I had a lot of fun. In the mindset coaching space, right? We have lots of different coaches. There's so many certifications right now. Some people are loving the word coaching and some people aren't. But I want you to know the word coaching, I enroll new people every month who have never hired a coach. So if you are feeling like the market is flooded with coaching, your focus is probably too narrow. It's probably because you're hanging out with a lot of coaches. So I want to speak some love and truth into this for you. The market is not saturated. Okay, you are needed. There are so many people on this planet, right? And whether they work right with you locally where you're located, or you use the power of the internet to connect all over the world like we've done today, coaching is alive and well, and it's going to just continue to grow because more and more people have found, hey, this working from home deal is pretty darn cool. Hey, like I don't have to spend money on fuel. I get to be with my kids. I get to eat healthy food. I could literally pause right now and go out and hug my husband if I wanted to. You know, when I looked out the window and saw my dog was running on the farm, my daughter was able to go, get him. Like, you can handle your life and family and still run a business. And a lot of people, they want to do the 9 to 5 for that security, but a lot of people are curious about, how do I get out of this hamster wheel? Could I start coaching or consulting on the side, maybe 2 hours on the weekend, doing something I love that makes my heart sing, right? That lights me up, and break this conditioning that we were brought up saying you have to get this degree and do this set job, and that's all you can do. I have 2 degrees, you guys, and I'm telling you, you can be a coach with 0 degrees if you would be willing and open to learn some of the business skills to get to live your dream life every day. When we toured full time for 3 years, we laid down our giant house and all our stuff and boat and literally sold my car at the dealership on the way out of town, which was crazy for me as I hop in the truck with my husband and my 2 kids. And I'm like, here we go, like ultimate freedom, right? And we didn't have some big plan. We would pray about where we thought we should go next and who we could help. And we set up speaking events and sold books. And literally, one of my favorite stories ever, I sold my coaching program. It was Inside Out Wellness. I coached 2 hours once a week. And these women, I had 8 women. I suggested this course. I was like, this would be really fun. I'm going to teach it once a week for 2 hours for 6 weeks. Each woman paid in full $2,000, got into this course. And when we were in Yellowstone, I had to drive 15 minutes outside the park to get enough cell signal where I could teach my class. And that was it. And then I went home to my kids and they're like, my daughter was like, Mommy, that's it? Like, you just went to work and that's it? You're here all week? And I was like, yeah. Because before teaching, I was gone 5:30 in the morning till 10 at night sometimes and didn't get to see my son. And I was like, this is not okay. I'm not going to miss his entire life. And I can tell you the exact moment I looked around my classroom and I saw all these little faces smiling at me and I'm teaching them to read. And I was like, how can I be here doing what I know is best for kids, not with my own kid? And I was like, I can't do it anymore. And I told my husband, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to figure it out. And we had started a little photography business on the side. I joined him in it, kept consulting on the side, and we expanded and blew that business up. So much fun. And then people kept asking us, how did you grow your business like this? We both grew up in family businesses, but we never really thought about teaching business. And then it's always the easy thing, right? That you miss, the thing that lights you up that you're not doing, that you keep being like, well, that's so easy. Nobody would pay me for that, right? They will. And so welcome to the world of coaching. If you're curious about that at all, coaching or consulting, I help people create their own custom program every day that lights them up so they can live a life they love. And it's fun and it's easy. So if you want to know more about that, my door is open to you. I would love to help you create that. And you can reach out. My website is literally trinagunzel.com, or you can Facebook message me. I personally will actually respond to you. And then it's fun. You don't have to live. If your head right now down thinking it's not possible, chin up, because it gets a lot better. And there are so many possibilities if you'll just look up a little bit. Because if you're feeling like it's overwhelming or nobody needs what you have to offer, we're just going to pivot a little bit, because I promise your dream clients are out there and you don't have to have a huge audience to have a very successful life and living and get to create the life you love. So I hope that lights you up. That's number 10. All right. Ooh, number 11. This one's super fun. I love doing challenges. They can be mini challenges or big ones. In my women in business group, I have created so many mini fun challenges, and I didn't even do it fancy. Like, I didn't have people get into an email and do all that. I just put free challenges like, hey, this week we're going to do, you know, a vulnerability challenge. And I want to get you guys to share your stories on your social media and, just connect with people on a heart to heart level. And each day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I would have a different prompt, like literally just a little simple challenge prompt that they would take action on. And then I had them screenshot that they put a post for accountability. And then basically by Saturday, anyone who had participated in the challenge, I gave them a gift to basically get on a call with me. Some of them win cash, like literally $100, that they could win, or I would give them a coupon for any program that they invested in. That was really cool. And I do those whenever I feel like it, honestly, because I like a lot of variety. You guys can probably tell that my energy. I like diversity. I like change. I like creating new things. And my clients tend to also. And so in these little challenges, lots of people have made their first like $100 or $1,000 sales off my free challenges. And so not all those people have invested with me, but it's interesting. A lot of them refer people. And it's so cool because maybe they couldn't afford to jump into one of my, $3,000 group package or $5,000 one-to-one sessions, but they will refer a friend. And then guess who's paying them money? Me. Because isn't that cool? Like one of my clients, she went through a free challenge. She made her first $1,000. She bought into like my $50 exclusive business sorority, and she has referred 2 different clients who bought into my $5,000 package. So I have written her checks for $500 each time. And so she's making money. Like she loves it. She's a fan. She's a super fan just from my free Facebook group. And how did I become friends with her? Through free challenges. So if you haven't hosted a challenge yet, you might start by just challenging someone to do one thing in a group you have, or, hey, you guys want to join in with me? And like one of my friends is doing a Rock the Holidays challenge to lose 10 pounds, so people come in together as a group to work towards one common goal, right? So all of these could be applied. Like if you pick the theme of health, you could do any of these things around health. It's always one of these, right? Health, wealth, love, happiness, or spiritual growth. You could pick any one of those themes and apply all of these streams of income based on who you are and what your skill set is. What can you passionately speak about for an hour that you know so well because it's the core of who you are? Those are where the real diamonds are, because you're going to show up so authentically because it's you, right? You can't separate this knowledge from who you are. It is you. So think about those things and it gets to be easy and fun. Okay. If you're making it hard, you're starting to get frustrated. I'm going to challenge you to probably pivot, because you're probably not working in your zone of genius if it's not bringing you some joy, right? Okay. So number 12, you guys ready for number 12? Are you still hanging with me? Let me see if you're still with me in the comments. Let me know your favorite color on this block. Is it blue? Is it red? Is it green? Who's feeling green right now with the holidays? Is it yellow? Tell me in the comments, which one's your favorite color on this block? Pink? Okay, there we go. Green, blue. All right, here's another one, blue. Purple. I need to add purple to this. That's my favorite color too. That's actually our signature color for Women in Power. Green, blue, awesome. See, good. So you guys are still here and you're participating. Those are cool checks too, right? If you're running some kind of virtual group, give people time to check in and connect with you, because we want to keep them engaged, right? So this one works well because they're still continuing things, and we're on number 12, right? You guys with me? After challenges, we should be on 12. Okay, so number 12 is one of my favorite things ever. This is literally how I made my first $100 back when I was 20. Okay, this one, number 12, is mentoring. And so if you're just joining us, you guys can go back through and listen to the video, but I'm teaching you 14 streams of income. So we've had books, virtual training, consulting, retreats, workshops, prizes, affiliate payments, MLM or network marketing, seminars, coaching, challenges, and number 12. What's number 12? mentoring. If you are finding you're getting any resistance from people around the word coaching, shift it to mentoring. Become a paid mentor. People know this word. People have had mentors all throughout time and history. Okay, if you look back, all the greats, all the great painters, artists, they always had mentors. If you want to help someone and you're just trying it out, you're like, do I want to go into coaching, consulting? How could I bring in a little bit of income while I'm in my 9 to 5? I want you to think about mentoring. And does anybody, when you think about mentoring or having a mentor, number one, tell me in the comments, have you ever had a mentor? Have you had a mentor in your life who helped you accomplish anything? And if so, what did they do? Because usually mentors stick out to you as somebody who left a very specific footprint on your heart because they meant so much to you. What is something, okay, so people have had mentors. What was a big takeaway you got from your mentor? Like, how did they help you? Why do they stick out in your mind as someone who's different? I'm going to let you guys know. So my mentor, student teaching, I will never forget her. Margie Porter, one of my favorite people to this day on the planet. She pushed me. Like, I was in a program that was very challenging, and I love teachers because I love their heart. Okay. But I was not your typical teacher. I was a straight A scholarship kid. I earned my way to go to college because my parents couldn't afford to send me, but I wanted to go to college. And I took on bilingual with Spanish. So my student teaching experience, I actually was placed in a 90-10 model. So 90% of the instruction was to be in Spanish, which was not my first language. I'm English speaking, but my family's from Sicily originally. And so I was doing my student teaching in Spanish, 90% of the time in Spanish, 10% in English. And why am I so passionate about themes? My mentor teacher taught me this concept of, we were teaching a first grade classroom, and she said, okay, one of the weeks, I want you to just teach all the different subjects, but you're going to do it with no themes. So we literally were looking at the content, pick a story for reading, pick a story for math, pick a story for science, but nothing was connected. That week was not very much fun. Like, it didn't feel organized. It was like, we were teaching the concepts, but it wasn't that fun. The next week she said, now we're going to teach everything using a theme. Okay. And you get to pick it. And so I love the ocean. We picked ocean. It was in the spring. Now with the theme of ocean, do you know how easy it was to teach that week? Everything had a focus. So if you're doing this in your business, you might think, what would be a really fun theme? And I'll give you this example and you can personalize it for you. Okay. But so, like, theme, teaching with the kids oceans. Guess what? The books were all about oceans. The stories we read that week were about oceans. I found math worksheets and solved problems that were all with an ocean related, like how many sharks are in the tank. Okay. Our art project was a fish mural. The science, we got to do salt water versus freshwater, everything connected, and it made sense. And you know what was so cool? My class was so calm that week. My kids learned to read faster. They had so many touch points because of this theme that gave them an opportunity to learn in a different way. So honestly, I still get goosebumps when I think about it and talk about it, because that's what I do for my clients too. And I want to challenge you that if you're not doing this yet, incorporate some kind of theme into your instruction or your training or your group or your summit, any of these things we talked about, because your clients will get that same experience. They're going to get more touch points. They're going to get immersed in whatever you're talking about, and you're going to get bigger results for them. Okay. Because for me, it's not about my results. I want my clients' results, because then I'm seeing that they're really putting it into place. And look at that ripple effect. Look at that legacy of how many people we're helping. So when I talk about mentoring, I wanted to share that example with you, because even though I met my favorite mentor over 25 years ago now, she still helps me today. Like, that nugget of teaching and themes and those connection points is huge. So mentoring is a place where you're going to stand in a space for someone and authentically share from a point of view of, you know, this content so well. It makes your heart sing. This is something that you're so good at. Other people refer you. People look up to you. Like, I'm the type 1 diabetic mama. When someone has a friend who's newly diagnosed or a child, they refer them to me and I mentor them. I do that from a place of giving, because I want to help them know what they could feed their child. I want to help them know that they could travel and life is possible, and I meet them where they are. So Mentoring could be free, something you do as a service project, and maybe they will refer people. Or mentoring could be a paid, just flat, maybe $100 an hour or $20 an hour, wherever you are. Okay, I want to give you this gift of it's okay to feel comfortable with, like, right now, I'm only comfortable charging $20, or maybe $60 an hour is a lot, or maybe $100 an hour feels more like where you are now. Or maybe you are $1,000 an hour mentor because your time is limited and you've already made such a big impact. People would pay that, or $5,000 to get an hour with you. Okay. I do it. So I'm speaking this love and light over you, and I've walked that journey as a mentor. These mentoring sessions you can set up as a half an hour or an hour at a time. And it might be somebody that you've met that they look up to you. They're the ones who say, "Hey, Maria, I want to do what you're doing. Hey, Kelly, I want to do what you're doing. I noticed, Camille, that you're really great at this. Would you help me?" You could be like, "Yeah, let's set up a mentoring session. Hey, Carolina, I love your decor in the background. Can you mentor me? Can you teach me how you did that? Heidi, your hair is fabulous. Can you teach me maybe a makeup and lipstick thing? I could totally use that." Like, people will want you to help mentor them. Anyone else who's here, I'm sorry if I can't see you in the camera, but I'm sure you have an amazing way with your skill set right now. And look for the simple ones. It's the things people are already complimenting you on. When they tell you, "Hey, you're really good at this." Cool. You know what? Do you want to set up and have like a lunch date? We could just talk about it. I'd love to answer questions, and um, you know, don't be afraid to just make a friend. I literally have the coolest mentors, and they're all women who are about, 10 to 20 years older than me at this point, because I want like that grandma type. I want like that mom type that, I'm in Branson, Missouri. So if you guys don't know, it's like the family friendly version of Vegas. If you've never been here, it's a super fun place, but the shows are amazing. And these families have literally run these shows. They were kids and now they're adults with their kids and grandkids in the shows. And I love working, like Lena Hughes is one of my mentors, and she is the matriarch of this huge family business. They are the world's largest performing family, and they're amazing and incredible. And so to get to spend time with her just at a lunch date, I would pay her for her to mentor me. But she literally lets me go to all of her shows. Like, I'm her PR person. I just get to go to anything I want pretty much for free because we're just friends. See? And so it's okay to just have those relationships too, where you love on each other and help each other. Like, how many problems did we used to solve when families would get together and we'd wash dishes, right? Or cook, or just hang out and watch our kids. But now with the internet, we can have mentors and we can help people no matter where we are located. So one of my favorite ways to mentor people, honestly, is just voice notes in Facebook Messenger, because I can't always get on face to face. I have a lot of high celebrity VIPs I work with and just my business clients. But when I see someone who's struggling, I can leave them a voice note, or they can ask me a question and I can help them. And it's so fulfilling to see that kind of person get their first win or make their first sale. And you get to be the person who didn't give up on them. And it's a really cool giving and receiving relationship. So whether it's a paid mentorship or you help somebody and they send you referrals, mentoring is one of my favorite ways to serve and give. And it's always an abundant flow that opens because you're in that space of giving and receiving. Does that make sense? Does that light you guys up? Does anybody think, maybe I could be a mentor? Like, I want to challenge you. Maybe this season, maybe I could be mentored. Maybe there's someone out there that needs me right now. And if you just open the door, like, hey, I'm going to open up a mentorship slot for one person, try it. You might both love it. And I bet you're going to make a new friend for life out of that. All right. Are you guys loving this? I'm kind of wrapping up. I got a couple more. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Hey, Maria, I love meeting all these new faces. And we're going to have a little Q&A here in a minute, but I want to help you guys these last two. So number 13 on this list is products. Products, right? It could be a physical product or it could be a digital product. I'm going to give you guys some sweet insider tips here, okay, from this millionaire mama that I want to help you. Like, literally, what's the point of getting together like this if we can't pour into each other, right? So one of my favorite products that's selling super well is a $50 product, and it's completely online. And I'm going to share this because if you guys want to just like hear what it is, and then feel free to personalize it and make it your own, because I'm not afraid of other people stealing my ideas. Like, please go help people. There's so many people in the world to help. Like, we all should be helping. So I started this exclusive business sorority years ago, and it's a $50 payment. When I first started it, I didn't have a funnel. My husband has helped me now, and we have it in ClickFunnels, and it's cool and it's automated. But I basically was like, could I get women together in a place and space? And here's the structure. So this product specifically, they pay $50. We meet together once a month for 3 months. And then we have one social night included. So it's basically, I took the idea of exclusive, like a sorority, except I was never in like a cool sorority, whatever. I was like, I played in the band, right? I was a book kid. I was in the like honor sorority for grades, but I was like, you know, I think we're all cool kids. We're all grown-ups, like we're raising families, like out here in the big world. What if everybody could be in the cool kids club, right? The sorority where we help each other. And so it's a really neat exclusive business sorority where women who have their own business could pay $50 to come in, and I create a place and space where it's 20 women or less because I want deeper relationships and connections. And we meet, you can meet on Zoom or Google Meet, you know. So once a month for 3 months, I started a Facebook group where the exclusive business sorority sisters come in. And then the goal is I intentionally partner them with a new sorority sister each month. So what happens is at our meetup, everybody comes in, they get to share who they are, they get to share what their business is and how they help people. And then we see who's a good fit. And then we intentionally partner up these women. And so each month you get a new referral sister. And the cool idea behind this is that you will never hurt for clients if you would just help 3 people and do a really good job, and then they would send you a referral. Okay. So the idea is it's not just your friends or family. So many people are like, I don't want my friends or family to know I sell stuff. Anyway, I can help you with that because that's something like, why not? You're awesome. Like share what you do. But if that's hard, the idea is your sorority sister. So say Maria and I were teamed up. Okay. I would get to know what she does. She would go ahead and get to know what I do. And then in Facebook Messenger, or we would set up a time to meet on Calendly. Then she might say, you know what? I know a friend. Oh, Carolina would love to start her own business, but she has a hard time getting organized. And so I'm going to set you up in a call with her. And I would get to know what Maria does. And then I would say, you know what? My friend Katie would be a perfect ideal client for you. I'm going to put you guys in a three-way message. And I just say, hey, Katie, you have to meet my friend Maria. She's awesome. I want you guys to connect. You will love her. And so then you guys get on a call. Boom. Now you're getting new circles, right? Of friends and family outside of your bubble. And it works. And so we have a lot of fun. Everybody's in that community. And then we go ahead and are able to have our social night, and it's fun. And then when they're done, they go into the alumni club. So that's really cool. They get to know, like, and trust me. And most of those women end up leveling to my higher ticket programs, and they came in from a $50 product. Okay. So your product could be a PDF, a book, anything like that. And your last one, number 14, is bonuses. Okay, I'm still running that sorority. Yes, Renee, if you want to be in that, I think Heidi has the link that she can even post, but you guys can get in or message me directly, and I'll put the link in the group so you can join. Love to have you. Bonuses are huge. Any kind of bonuses you have when you tell people like, hey, if you jump in now, like our exclusive business sorority, I bonus it for my Stories to Success members, right? So they get in. Or maybe if you join today, you get a bonus of a book. You can always throw in something extra that usually triggers people to want to jump in and do it. So any other questions? Heidi, did you want to see? Like, I want to give you guys time to ask any questions, but there's your 14 streams of income.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my God. Ladies, first of all, let's give it up for Trina, everybody. Trina, so much, absolutely. 14 streams of income. Oh my God, an absolute powerhouse. How you got through all of those, and you just, I mean, ladies, what was your, type in the chat, what was your favorite part? What was your favorite? If you could pick one out of the 14 that Trina told you about, which one would you pick? Which one? We've got all of it. It was all fantastic. I took so many notes. Does anyone have any questions for Trina? Mentoring, yeah, all of it. Yeah, absolutely. I loved every second of it. Trina, you have given so much to us all today. And can I just say, from all of us, thank you so much for being here, for sharing all of that. Retreats. Yeah, I love that. When you were talking about retreats, I was like, does she know? Does she know that I'm thinking about that? Like, how does she know? And Trina, I absolutely think you and I are very, very similar. We're very excitable. We're very like Renee knows me well. She's like, I see it. I see it. We are like,
Awesome.
we're all about fun and enjoying what we do and excitement and bringing that. And I absolutely love to see you bring that here. I love to see more of that, Trina. So thank you. I have a question for you.
Yes. Yeah.
So what would you say is the impact that you want to make on the world?
That is really interesting, because my actually heart message is I help leaders make a bigger impact in the world. So that question is so aligned with who I am. Honestly, to me, it's the legacy of family. Like, if I can help one family stay together, or one person know and see how amazing they are, where they will continue to show up in their life and stay here, even though it's hard, even though, you're going to have challenges. Like, I want them to see that instead of giving up, like, link arms with somebody like me, who is your mentor, who will help you get across the finish line, and to have that legacy of love. Like, really, it's a legacy of love through sharing your gifts and talents, and not hiding them under a basket because somebody made you feel like you were too big, or you were shining too bright. Like, I'm like, let's shine too bright. Like, let's help as many people as we can and leave a legacy of love. That's really mine, that bigger impact. I want people to leave a legacy of love, because at the end of the day, they know that they shared their skills and talents and they lived their full purpose.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's give it up one more time for Trina.
Thanks. It was my pleasure.